Bitcoin is forming a worrying pattern here in the charts. This is your daily T8 update. We've got a big warning here in the charts. I'm not liking what I'm seeing, which is why I've got the red lights on. I'm feeling a bit bearish here because Bitcoin has failed to post the higher high. I'm going to break down what implications this could have. How much further could we pull back? Or is this just a minor blip and we can continue onward through 52,000? I'm going to break that down a lot more. Smash up the likes. Do not forget to subscribe. Guys, we've taken a hugely positive start to the trading week inside our Telegram community. I mean, take a look at this, guys. We took 20% trades on Cyber, SNX, 20%, 24% on ACE. It's been a really busy day, and you can see the kind of returns people are making. I mean, over $143 there. You can see the percentage returns. Look at all of this. We also hit 16,000 subs on the YouTube channel, so thank you very much. But if you're not in our Telegram community, make sure you click the link in the description to get inside and learn how I trade, right? You can see how I set up my altcoin trades. How do I set my stop losses? How do I do my take profits? Because all of this is great, right? All of this, me giving you the daily TA updates here. But how do you put that into action to actually systematically make returns? That's what this is all about. And as you can see on a Bitcoin, why am I worried? Because I'm seeing the M pattern. I'm seeing a double top pattern forming here, and more importantly, Bitcoin is curling over. This is always something I warn of when we get a pullback. Remember, Bitcoin's moving here to the upside. It then has a little cool down. No problem in that. In fact, we even start bouncing. That's great. But what do I say when it starts bouncing? You can go back to my videos and see. I say, guys, when this bounces, it is critical that we get a higher high. And the higher high is on the wick of this candle, which is 52,890. So call it 53,000. It's really important that on this move, we can touch above 53,000, sorry. Even if it's a wick, it's fine. Just wick above it. Get the higher high, and then you can come back, collect some support from the EMA ribbon again, right? Collect some more support from that EMA ribbon, create a higher low, and rotate yourself back up. This is how you keep your upward trend in this direction. The problem is, we're not getting that. The problem is we're actually getting a bit of a curling over. We've just kind of stalled short, and therefore we've got a lower high. You got a high, you got a lower high, and that gives you the worry that you could create a lower low coming back towards that 50,000 level. So do not be surprised to see Bitcoin kind of want to come deep into the EMA ribbon. Do not be surprised to see it want to come towards that 50,000 level. I've shared that with you guys a few times. Now, what's the bullish situation? The bullish situation is that it comes back into the EMA ribbon early, stays above this level here, right? Because this fell as low as 51,760. So stay above 51,760 and rotate quickly to get it back above 53,000. And that's the bullish situation I'm watching. Now, of course, if you want to zoom out and take this look on the daily chart, you can see we're still very extended. Right? There's no harm in if we want to come down and collect some support. The bulls are clearly a little bit exhausted here at this point, right? They're resting for 5 days or so here now. And so if it wants to come down at least to 50,000, 48.8, call it 49,000 here, those are perfectly healthy places to pull back. There's no issues for it to want to do this or for it to want to do this. No issues whatsoever. It's not even coming down into its EMA ribbon. I mean, the EMA ribbon starts here at 48,000 flat. So there's plenty of room here for Bitcoin to have a little bit of a cooling off for a couple of days, and it will not affect the trend, right? The trend is still bullish. The bulls are still in control. It will just help RSI reset, help the price action reset, and then you can have another bigger move to the upside for a more extended attack at 53,000, 54,000, and beyond. So I'm all for this. I'm all for Bitcoin pulling back. In fact, the more it just does this and this and this, the big question then becomes, when do we get an almighty dump? At some point, we will get that. So I'd much rather we have steady moves, right? I'd much rather Bitcoin take its time, pull back when it needs to, go up, pull back, take its time, and build the price. That way it builds a floor price, right? It builds the scaffolding. And therefore, when you get pumps, you can trust those pumps because you've spent time at those price levels. So the fact that Bitcoin's spending a couple of days here at this 52,000 range, this is hugely positive. This is telling the market that 52,000 Bitcoin is a real thing. It wasn't just an emotional thing that we suddenly pumped the price towards 52,000 and we're just, dumping back down again. No, it stayed there for 4 or 5 days. The market understands it. And now the bulls and the bears are fighting. Are we going to go back to retest at 49,000, 50,000? Or are the bulls going to say, hang on, you bears ain't got nothing for us. We're ready to break through 54,000, 55,000 and continue onwards. So again, if we get that pullback, I'll be looking for DCA opportunities. If we don't and we continue to the upside, then fantastic. I'm not going to chase those green candles. I'll wait for support to take new trades and also DCA for my long-term bags, okay? So again, I want to take new trades when we come to support. Now, as you can see, altcoins are kind of moving, right? We've got a little bit of kind of energy here on altcoin. Ethereum up 1.7 despite Bitcoin being flat. You're seeing certain altcoins here on the market, including Filecoin pumping here. This was a trade, again, I took in my Telegram community and I shared this. It's done phenomenal results for us, hitting our take profit. So again, another trade I shared in our Telegram community, which you can get involved in. It's the first link in the description. And so when we jump into this, I do want to remind you of what's going on with the dollar index, right? So let's take a look here at the dollar index. So you can see that the dollar index is trying to hold support above its daily EMA ribbon. Remember, this is going to try to have its nice big move to the upside. Now, the interesting thing is we don't have to worry too much. Normally, we really focus on the dollar index, right? We want it to come down. We want it to lose its EMA ribbon and come in this downwards direction here. But Bitcoin's doing its own thing at the moment. The narrative, like I shared in the videos last week, are that Bitcoin is moving on its own terms. It's moving based on the ETF hype. It's moving based on the excitement. And that is what's controlling the narrative right now. And so if we take a look here at what's going on in terms of the interest rates, we know that on March the 20th, which is about just over a month from now, we do get the next FOMC meeting. The market is not expecting a rate cut. They're expecting us to stay where we're at. They're not expecting a rate cut. So all of this excitement is really interesting because it's not happening based on leverage. It's not happening based on excitement around risk on because the dollar index is strong. It's not happening because markets are expecting a rate cut soon. No, it's happening because of Bitcoin split ETFs plus the Bitcoin halving excitement. And that's why we're seeing the price moving. This is Bitcoin and crypto specific, which is hugely positive for the space. So we're definitely enjoying that. Now, speaking of which, guys, I will be in Dubai from next week. So if any of you guys want to do a meetup, make sure you're in our Telegram, message me. Let's arrange a meetup in Dubai for you loyal crypto viewers. That would be awesome to do. So if a bunch of you want to get together and kind of, you know, do some TA or just chill and have a chat, then more than happy to do a bit of a meetup in Dubai. A lot of people also asking me what's going on with the Phantom court case. Still no update on the Phantom court case. As soon as I get one, I will drop that in the Telegram community as well as tweet it at ReallyJaz1. So make sure you follow me on those platforms. As soon as I hear something, I will be sharing it with you guys. In terms of macroeconomics, guys, we've got a few FOMC members, Fed members speaking, which could shake the markets. Watch out for that. We also got the FOMC minutes on Wednesday. Please don't fall for this. It's not a new meeting. It's the minutes from the previous meeting, but sometimes the market does quickly read it and try to digest what's going on. But I don't think it's going to have a huge effect on Bitcoin. This Bitcoin move, like I said, is beyond the macroeconomics that we've been monitoring over the last year and a half. This is based on the supply dynamics and the demand dynamics. You got big money coming in through the ETFs. You got a reduction of supply coming in from the Bitcoin halving, and all of that is creating a recipe for excitement, for pump, for more capital coming into the crypto market. Really exciting times, a big week ahead for Bitcoin. I'll be updating you throughout this week like I always do. So make sure you smash up the likes, make sure you subscribe with the notification bell on, make sure you're in our Telegram community as well, and I'll see you in the next one.